Here at Destiny Berryman. Destiny, you're running the 800 and 1500 this weekend at JMU. What are your overall goals for this weekend, and what would you like to see accomplished?
One of my main goals for a lot of my past races is learn how to be tactical. My biggest PRing is of everyone's goal, but I would love to learn how to be tactical and learn how to be patient and learn when and where I need to make my moves. So those are my biggest goals for both of my events, along with PRing hopefully in both.
You're currently, scoring in both of those events as well as the 5K in conference. What does competing at JMU this weekend give you an advantage for the Sunbelt Championships, which are a few weeks at that same track?
For one, I think experience. I see every race and every meet as just more experience, just bigger and better options to mature. I feel like I'm still growing. I'm still learning how to race. I'm still learning how to do so much every meet, and so I just take every race and every meet as an opportunity to grow more as a runner. But it'll be nice to be able to see this track and just the environment and stuff before conference. I think that'll be really nice. I mean, I was fine in Alabama, just going there for the first time and racing, but I think it'll be really nice to at least be familiar when it comes to conference.
Destiny, thanks. Here with Chris Swint. Chris, you're going to have a busy Saturday tomorrow, the 2, the 4, the 4x1, and 4x4. How do you plan to attack? What's going to be a busy Saturday for you?
Really just going to go about it just like any other meet. Clear head, fuel myself properly, trust my training, trust my coaches, trust what got me to this point, and really just go out there and execute, do the same thing I've been doing since high school.
So we're going to be competing at JMU, and that's going to be the same place where the Sunbelt Championships are. How does that give you an advantage, or the whole team an advantage, to compete at a place you'll be at in a few weeks from now?
I really think it gives us an advantage because we can all get a feel for the track before we're there. So it's not like our first time. Once we get there the second time, if we run good this weekend, we can build confidence. When we get there for conference, we can say, first time we were here, we ran good, we executed how we wanted to, and we can have confidence going into that meet already.
Chris, thanks. Here with Haley Crum. Haley, you're going to have a busy Saturday as well. How do you plan to attack what's going to be a busy Saturday for you at the JMU Invite?
I think that it's important that I'm making sure that I'm warming up well, because it's going to be a little bit cooler than what we've normally been running in. So just making sure that I'm prepping well for all my events and staying fueled throughout the whole meet with all 4 events.
One of the events you're doing is the long jump, and you're currently 7th in the Sunbelt Conference in that. What's been the key for you so far this year, and how do you plan to continue raising the bar for yourself?
Just making sure I'm executing the forms and everything we talk about in practice, and making sure that I get on the board and don't scratch.
And like I've asked the others, this is where the same site as the Sunbelt Championships in a few weeks. How do you think this gives your team an advantage?
I think it gives us an opportunity to get there and fill out the track, so we're not getting there for the first time and then at conference, and so we can just be confident in ourselves.
Thank you. Here with Micah Coates. Micah, you've been running this season the 200, 400, 4x4. What are your goals for tomorrow in those events?
My goals tomorrow is to just run level-headed, not think about nothing, just run clear, really for real. I've been practicing every day, with all that good coaching, so it really should just be easy for me. Just go out there and execute like I've been doing every day.
Tomorrow's going to be a bit colder conditions than it's been, the past few outdoor meets. How does that change your approach in the cold weather for some of these spring events?
I mean, for me personally, I'm from Ohio, so it's not nothing different than it normally was. It's normally raining at every meet. So I'm going to just get out there, stretch extra, and just be ready.
And so again, this is the JMU Invite, same place at the Sunbelt Outdoor Championships here in a few weeks. How do you feel this gives you and the team an advantage going into those championships next month?
A rep on the track, it's always good to have an extra rep on that track that we're going to be running on at competition at tall. So we're just going to be ready for when the time actually comes we have to compete.
Micah, thanks. Here with Lakeisha Smith. Tomorrow you're going to have a busy Saturday, 100, 200, 4x1 and long jump. How do you prepare for what's going to be a busy Saturday for you at JMU?
When I first wake up, I start off by praying. I typically take a shower, then I typically try to eat something on my more busier days just to get the fuel in my body so I can have energy. I listen to all different types of music. It just really depends on my mood. I have a great support system. I love my teammates. So, and my family's my biggest support system. So I really have like everything I need. It's just getting out of my head, not being nervous, and being confident in myself.
We'll be competing at the JMU Invite, which is the same site as the Sun Belt Championships. How do you feel that provides an advantage for Marshall and for yourself personally?
I feel like it provides an advantage because we're able to feel the track and know how it is. I feel like we wouldn't have an advantage if we didn't know how it felt because all tracks are different. So the fact that we're able to get on the track, know how it feels, and being able to compete on it we'll be more comfortable on the track.
Perfect. Thank you.